Welcome back, and today we're going to take a look at 80's Overdrive on the Nintendo Switch. With the style you'd expect from a game with 80's in the title, 80's Overdrive delivers in the aesthetic department. You immediately get the feeling that this game would fit in well in any arcade and that you've maybe even played it before. You haven't, of course, but it captures the feeling of the classic arcade racers like Outrun very well. But does this game shift into Overdrive, or does it crash and burn? Let's find out. From the moment you boot this game up, you can't help but feel nostalgia. A soundtrack to rival the best in the genre, along with bright neon, retro-style graphics, what's not to love? You have your choice of 22 characters, some of which look like they might have been inspired by fictional characters from the 80's and 90's. Unfortunately though, unlike its 3DS counterpart, you don't get to see these avatars in a race. Instead, they've made the strange change up where instead of your opponent's avatars, you'll see emojis. Yeah, bit of an interesting decision, that one. Starting off with 3,000 coins, you have enough money to purchase either the Testorando or the Intruder Turbo. And of course, like Sega would say in the 90's, you gotta go fast, so of course I picked the one with the bigger engine. Don't worry though, you can come back and buy more cars as you start to earn more money. In the meantime though, you can change the paint job of your car to make you feel a little better. With my favourite colour being green, it was the obvious choice for me. With the choice of 3 game modes, there's plenty to keep you entertained. The level editor isn't as good as I'd hoped. You don't get to make the tracks yourself like you do in other level editors. You instead pick the theme, length, whether it has hills, curves, traffic, etc., and the game makes it for you. I would consider this more of a level generator than an editor. Still, it's a fun way to play some new levels and set the difficulty for yourself. The main mode of the game is the career mode. The map here shows where all the races are, and there are a lot. Yellow stars show what tracks are new and available to race. Before starting the race, you have the option to upgrade your car and change the paint job on it if you wish. Once you choose the race, you get to see who you'll be racing, alongside the prize money, map length, etc. Be careful not to take too much damage or it'll be off to the tow truck for you. Be sure to keep an eye out on your fuel tank because you don't want that running out halfway through a race. Luckily, these can be paid for after each race. Keep an eye on your coins though, or you'll become the local car wash attendant for your opponents. Despite the career mode being the main focus of the game, the time attack is where you'll undoubtedly spend most of your time. Because once you're done with the career, it's unlikely you're going to revisit it. Time attack though is a nice change of pace, giving you more freedom with the tracks. Similar to Outrun, you choose which way to go on a seemingly never-ending road, trying to make each checkpoint before time runs out. Watch out for the cops though, they'll pull up in front of you, slam on the brakes trying to halt your progress. The other racers must have some sort of invisibility cloak because you're the only one who ever gets targeted. The visuals to me are perfect, exactly what I want from a retro-inspired racer. They're in a style that I love, basically it's like Outrun, but in neon. With 18 music tracks in the game, there's plenty to keep you entertained. You'll get to choose a song before starting a race, and I didn't hear a bad track among the lot, so I just picked a different song every race so I could enjoy them all. But don't worry, if you get sick of a track halfway through a race, you can change it in an instant by pressing the ZL or ZR buttons. The controls are the only thing for me that let the game down. In similar games where precision is key, you can feel the importance of small turns in a race. But this game lacks those small inputs because the small tap of the D-pad does nothing. It takes a full press of the button in order to move on the screen. I know listening to it here it probably sounds like a non-issue, but when you try it for yourself you'll understand what I mean, especially if you're used to games like Outrun where a small tap is essential. A great game overall, but it's missing a few key features in my opinion. A feature I definitely missed that would make the game better is a multiplayer option. It would be the perfect game to chill out on the sofa with 2-player split screen. Or if they had the online option, trying to beat your friends' high scores, which when I first saw the ability to share tracks with your friends online, I was enthusiastic, thinking about the possibility of multiplayer options. Sadly though, there isn't one. If you're looking for a new Outrun game on the Switch, then this isn't it. This is, however, an Outrun inspired game, no doubt about it. It hits all the right points in a few aspects, but also missed the mark in others. With Outrun available for $5.99 and this available for $8.99, it's up to you where to spend your money. If you buy this knowing what to expect, I have no doubt you'll enjoy the game. Overall, I give it a 6 out of 10, worth checking out especially if it's on sale. I think if the team were able to tweak the controls slightly, I definitely think I'd be able to recommend the game and give it a better score. Is this a game you'd like to try for yourself, or do you prefer the game that it's inspired by? Let me know in the comment section below, and as always, happy gaming!